Hello. I think this is live, right? Got a fourth interview tomorrow. Bloody hell. Expect it should be fine. We'll set some alarms. A wee bit of a exhausting weekend, but it was good. We're gonna hop right back into the code here. Obviously, we talk about JavaScript, Python, Node.js, TypeScript, React, Canvas, WebGL, and a wee bit of Phaser. I noticed when I started this stream though, YouTube made some changes to their UI for their encoder over here. We'll see if that signals any changes on the stream at all. I'm sure it won't, but we'll see what's up. Oof. Feeling a bit rough. PH, buddy, how are you, man? How was your weekend? Let me go ahead and activate this chat over here. Whew. Oh, you know. Doing all right, buddy. What you got going on? How's the weather up there? I did have a visit over the weekend. That was a lot of fun. I lost my voice a wee bit, but it's okay. Back to work.
Cold AF.
Alright. Cold. What sort of temps you dealing with, bud?
14 degrees right now. My heater can't keep up.
Yikes.
It's 49 in my room.
49 degrees inside. Oof. What's the temperature like in Glasgow right now? .43. Yeah, that's outside in Scotland. That's about where Dylan's at. Yeah, it gets much colder up here in well, in America and, you know, northern part than it does in the UK, that's for sure. A low of 37 tomorrow night for Dylan. I'm sure we'll see Dylan hop back at some point as well. He's been anxious to get on, but I had some things going on this weekend. And Dylan will be coming back 1 year older, which is crazy. Man, I feel it just sitting here. Holy smokes.
I've been 3D printing lately.
Oh, so many ads in the YouTube music. Yeah, let's take a look. What have you been 3D printing? I've run a couple of cases where I need to build my printer, honestly. Try to think for what. Should have wrote it down. My memory is terrible. I picked up an older pair of AirPods.
Parts for this upgrade I'm doing to my printer.
Man, if I'm coming down with this bloody flu though, that's going to be bad. Parts for this upgrade I'm doing to my printer. See, that's the coolest thing about the 3D printer, is being able to print new
Some are
assemblies,
9-hour
new
prints
holders.
for one part.
That's what's up. What filming types are you using today? Are you using like PLA, ABS?
I hope not. Flu is awful.
Oh, and this will be like the really bad one. This visitor is around a lot of people during the day, so I feel like though it's probably it could just be underslept. I have to get up relatively early tomorrow because I've got a fourth bloody interview in the city I didn't even do this many interviews with Amazon, but
I use PLA Plus, ABS,
because
and
the
PETG.
owner of the company was out when I came to do my in-person interview, and the CTO wants me. He knows I'm good. I'm the only candidate in the running now, so
Sometimes
as long as I don't
TPU.
show up drunk tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be good. TPU. What's the difference between PLA Plus? Does that stop it from like degrading in UV light? When I started with 3D printing, it was literally just ABS and PLA I have today that's like 12 years old. It's disintegrated on the spool. And it wasn't even in the light, it was just in a garage, but you know, in Florida, pretty warm.
It's stronger and has a slightly higher melting point.
Okay, interesting. Slightly higher melting point. Because PLA already requires
It's
a
like
slightly
PLA on
higher
crack.
melting point than ABS, right? Why is ABS went to the back? Why do people not use ABS like for everything is my question. Let's see where we're at.
ABS and PET can be used outdoors.
Let me have a quick look at PETG film and
Won't melt outside, etc.
Polyethylene. Combining the ease of PLA with the strength of ABS. Interesting. I need to pick up some more filament.
Has a nasty finish and requires polishing for production use.
Printers where you have to log in like a web portal and you upload your STLs or what have you. And
Yet and it's strong AF.
Way different than the Solid Doodle 2 I had, but the print quality is very high. But I think we have some small updates to release from the last couple of streams. Maybe on the server side. Bloody hell, dust.
Put it to you this way. I make real pew-pews out of PLA plus 40 calories pew-pews. It's strong.
Oof. I'm just going to remove that for YouTube, but that does put it in perspective. You know, they're funny. I did send a Truex a message with Discord, but I haven't heard it. Let me see. No, Truex has gone with the win. I expect we won't be seeing Viral Babu or a handful of other regulars as a result.
Wait, what?
What do you mean? Wait, what?
Sorry, zoned out.
So locals up. We made some changes.
Did you say Trooks?
Yeah, I sent a message on Discord maybe about a week ago asking if he was alright. I didn't hear from him. So I'm expecting we won't see Viral Babu or a handful of other people as a result. Hope he's all well. Is you guys crud. We're gonna redo all of this.
Hope she didn't die. He asterisk.
I'm sure he's alright. He never really gave us details what he had going on though, did he? I happened on another channel that I was helping out with. Maybe about a year ago, there was this really cool Irish dude. Crap, I forgot his name. He was an older Irish guy. I got on with him very well. And he's like, oh, I'm going in for hernia surgery. That was the last time we ever heard from him. So, crazy. It's just supposed to be a small hernia surgery, but yep. On YouTube, you meet people in all stages of life, and all sorts of things happen, don't they?
Scary.
Yeah, definitely not good. Life is short, as I remind anyone that I speak to, I'm close with, like, as bad as you feel like your day is, or your week, month, year, or your life is going, you have all of eternity to not exist. It's a weird being. So don't get ahead of yourself, you know what I mean? It'd be fun to finish up this pixel editor, wouldn't it?
I'm terrified.
You're terrified of mortality?
Yes, I just stay productive so I don't remember my clock is ticking.
I want to see what some of these new tools YouTube's put out there. See if any of them will help us in any way. We can just get a grip on what they're doing, because there've been a lot of UI changes. You know, I've been putting together small coding streams for the better part of a year, and I'd say in the last 3 months they've made quite substantial updates. Yeah, that's the way. Stay productive. Leave your mark however you can. Hopefully it's a good way. You've also got a kid in that, so you've created a legacy. That's good. 9 years ago, that's not because we're not sending a sent timestamp. That's why that's happening.
Someone told me that smoking the devil's lettuce controls what happens to you when you die. Freaked me out.
Well, BH, I'll put it this way, no one is born into this world with a book that tells them what the hell's going on. Some people find comfort in a few books that
They
are
just
written,
randomly
but
walked up and said that to me.
can't say one of them. Oh, that's weird. Breaking the fourth wall there, yeah. Whew. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens with this year, man. It's already been interesting as hell this past couple of months specifically.
Sorry it keeps interrupting you.
Oh, you're good. I don't have it playing in my ear. That's probably what's throwing us off here. Let me see if I can change that. I don't want to wear the bloody headset tonight. It crushes my ears. I got big ones. I can fly away if I wanted. Hoping it's just as bloody vape. That's my throat feeling like this, man. Oof. I had a steak that I cooked Friday night. I might reheat that tonight.
I'm freezing.
PH, don't freeze on my behalf. I'm sure you're out there anyway. That's terrible, man. Might need to get like a kerosene.
How do we do
or a
Kynto Mobile?
propane heater. You just open up the link. There is apps. I have apps on my phone, but I haven't even released them. It's something we're going to have to do on stream. I think the more I get grips on my house, the more we'll get grips on all the projects that I've got going on here as well. It's all related. But I don't have it set up so you can like monitor the streaming Kynto yet. Maybe that's something I could work on, because I could use that when I'm streaming. How would we do that? Just put a mini player up here or something. Let's see. I think I have this coded. Let me see if we can do anything with it. Oh, it's super mobile friendly. It's almost built mobile first. It's a good question, but yeah, no. It's extremely mobile friendly.
And I feel that I'm finally making progress on the office.
Yeah, when I had this visitor came over, she was walking up to the house and she's like, dude, clean your house. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be fun. Spent 4 days cleaning. I mean, she wasn't wrong. Let's update this. Oh, you've been making a lot of progress.
No way, that's bad if a woman says that.
Yeah, I can get why you'd say that, but
Hope it wasn't a first date situation.
Blunt and honest woman I have ever spoke to. I'm not holding that against her. I mean, she literally came in and started like cleaning up, so I'm not holding that against her. Alright, yeah, we could do something here. We'll have a YouTube stream in the background. We'll have a dedicated room for the streams like this. Just have to make some changes so I can include the chat and TTS system in this. Honestly,
tell her that's why I brought a woman. The house needed a woman's touch. Winking face.
That makes sense. I mean, let's be honest, there is different things that we're good at. Very meta, look at this. The thing is, I have a big house. And I had a hoarder here for many years. A lot of stuff's mostly out. Like I got to paint, I got to refloor a couple of rooms now. I have the opportunity to. And usually when I, meet up with people, I don't do it at the house. I do it at the beach spot.
big pimpin'.
Yeah.
Bringing the girls home now.
Yeah, it's not much of a problem, honestly, unless I want to focus on what I want. The easier it is. It's hilarious. I try and say that to my friend all the time, man. It's just like, you just gotta chill. Put people on pedestals, you don't like it. You know, as human beings. PH, I feel like you know that. You know what I mean? Like, you got that. But a lot of people don't.
You remember me of my best friend, except I wish he was more like you. He just pays for it face with tears of joy. Remind asterisk.
I do not do that. I never have, never will. I've known people that do it. I know people on the other side that do all that, but no, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac, I'll be honest. The key is just meeting a lot of people and seeing which ones are cool.
Like he says, he wants what he wants when he wants it, so he just pays to skip the games.
And that logic makes sense as well, especially for a lot of people, but one thing I do relate to is, you know, it's on your own terms, but honestly, man, like, most girls are surprised that you can even call them on the bloody phone, and even
it makes sense, but not my thing.
Just do basic stuff. I'm not asking for a lot. Some of them are, but that usually comes with time. Oh, I just thought. Let's kick the AC on here. This server makes this room roasting. I know that's funny to you, PH. You're in a room that's 40 degrees, 45 degrees cold.
I get the logic like you because we're guys, but to me that's too easy and illegal. "49 degrees.
Here's the thing too, they're looking for the same thing we are. At least at the start. 49 degrees, yeah, you're frozen. Oof.
Money?
No, like connection and intimacy, all that. They're looking for the same stuff, man.
Oh, shooter.
Holy smokes. But yeah, in other news, tomorrow, like I said, we've got that 4th interview with this company. I'm the only candidate in the running. I think it's literally just for the owner of the company to be like, aye, he's fine. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'll be bringing my camera. I did bring it last time, but it was raining. I a video call Dylan when I was out and about and showed him the city. He hadn't seen it in like bloody 12 years.
I mean, I look for cuddles and connection, but I feel like most guys look for booty with women.
Honestly, same. To me, I don't enjoy one way or the other, but yeah, I could have went out Friday, but I had plans, and I told them that. But yeah, this will be the 4th meet. At least the office is right downtown, and it's across the road from a higher education facility. It's definitely an interesting spot. And I'm spending more and more time in that specific city anyway. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of mucking about, I'll be honest.
Dang.
And they know that tech-wise, I have the stack. Like, I would be also helping with DevOps, not just front end, all sorts of stuff, because I actually know how to do this stuff. But yeah, the owner's gun shy. It was supposed to just be, you know, one meet and then get started. Like, I was supposed to be getting started today, tomorrow. That was supposed to be my start date. But the owner had an emergency, so I just met with the CTO and his partner. And he's like, yeah, you're great. Like, you'd be great for the position.
Lame unamused face.
The owner's like, no. Start to talk to him. The owner's a wee bit a big shot in his own right. I won't get into details, but he's quite famous.
You need money now. They better get the rolling.
Great. It's interesting. It's interesting times. I think we're going to run a poll tonight. It's been a while since we've ran one. We're going to run a tech poll.
I might hop on live call.
Maybe second here, I get this populated. I still have to code a system that integrates with the OAuth 2 system for Google. I have read permissions, but not write. We don't have that set up tonight, PH. That's one of the things I have to fix. So my staging server is publicly accessible. Maybe we'll get that done tonight because there's been a hang up. It's also why I've not done any mobile lives while out and about. That's my fault. Just, you know how it is. There's a billion things I have to do and something pops up.
Dang.
Yeah, we'll get it. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm so slow with this. Well, I'm in a fishbowl. We're going to do a little poll. It's a little bit different. This one isn't objectively true poll. This is about your experience, what you're working on. I'm curious. It will help me decide what streams I do next and what we focus on. Because PH, I know you mentioned some stuff about, you know, what's a good way to get into React by hand and stuff. So I just want to gauge the feeling on it. I got some Taco Bell I'm gonna reheat. I got some Chinese and steak as well, but I have to work through the leftovers in order. Let's take a look at our to-do list. Oh, the top item, PH, is finish setting up staging server, so
Yum.
that's a hang up tonight. Yeah, T-Bell is a great option for when you wake up the next day after having plenty of refreshments the night before. Can't beat it, so I'm gonna do that. Oh. And hot sauce. This is a burrito. Taco. That there. I have to figure out what shit I'm gonna wear tomorrow for the bloody interview. I had so many with them that none of the bloody dress shirts. Oh, that's flat.
Heck yet.
Oh man, the dog was so bad. Church had to be put up in a room for 2 days. Obviously, he was well taken care of and had a comfortable spot to go, but he's not very socialized. And there was another dog as well. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Alright, let's pop on Stargate movie. We could do that. Complicated stuff, man. As far that the less time I work on it, the more I'm like, ooh, this is a lot. But we'll get back into it. Okay, let's just save us some time as well. I heard they're bringing back Stargate. Amazon's finally reviving it. I'm a huge fan of Stargate, huge fan. But apparently they're going to be making it like have zero connection to the existing Stargate universe, which is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I think the only one they did that was the bloody miniseries, and I had no interest in that. Lower episode count per season model. That's so disgusting. One of the cool things with Stargate is you have like 20 odd episodes a season. But it's the same writer as Stargate 1 and then Stargate Atlantis Universe. I liked all of them. I did. No release date. Pretty cool.
I like this old-time music.
Hello.
Yeah. Dylan, hello buddy, how are you doing?
Reminds me of where I come from.
Check on this burrito reheat experiment.
You dildo.
Really good and you.
This isn't Dilbo, this is Dylan the mod from South Africa. I'm doing good, Dylan. We have a 4th interview.
Oh my bad, lol.
I know, it's easy to... I don't blame you, PH. This isn't connected, is it? Dylan, have you ever watched this Stargate?
What you up to?
It's pretty good. Sorry, I just turned up a wee bit so I can actually hear it. Yeah, but PhD songs that I've picked up are pretty much the kind of stuff that I like. This is obviously the only stuff I found on Amazon, Google.
Grinning face with
Audio
smiling
library I
eyes.
actually use. Oh, wow. That's not good. We're just hopping on tonight, hoping to build some consistency again. And yeah, just keep you guys updated on what's happening and try to get staging set up so it's
Oh, I need to go. My
accessible
dad
to
wants
show
my
guests,
help.
so we can have PH and Dylan and everyone visit. We'll have the TTS all integrated as well. I was talking about Dylan, my brother, the rest of the show, but that should be fine. The real question is, hot or mild? My foot hurts a wee bit, so we're going to go with hot sauce. Give it a reason to feel something. All right, no worries, buddy. Thank you for checking in. I'm gonna grab some nacho cheese that I've left. I think there's bloody Taco Bell in the UK now. Really drank any water this weekend, and oof. The dog's in here. I think he's getting food. You were so bad, bad boy. My dog's having his balls removed. This dog literally peed. You know, the visitor's dog peed out front. And I let Church out. He goes out there and literally drinks this male dog's pee. Drinks it. Which is really bad. There's something wrong with him. Oh, interesting. I also found out that I talk in my sleep, and I was like, what was I saying? And she's like, you were trying to figure out the meaning of a word. And I was like, that sounds about right. Sometimes when I sleep, I don't have enough time during the day for my actual physical job. And I can lucid dream a little bit. So I'll go into sleep thinking of a problem. That way I can use, the 3 or so hours of REM sleep I'm lucky to get to try and figure out what I'm coding. Ever since I was a conscious being, I've always considered sleep a massive waste of time. So I try to find ways to make it useful as, lifelong exploration. I remember I'm going to get back to normal on YouTube, if it'll ever happen. We'll still roll with it. There's no harm. I did set up an editing station in another room where the computer's only software is an editor and access to all my video files. So I got a backlog of projects we've already done here that I do want to get in video format. You never know when I might catch. If I could pick a direction for the streams, I'd like it to become more of a code learning, not just me showing what I'm building, but coding specific things based on problems that people have or subjects people want to learn. And PH would be great for us, having you on and having you ask me questions and both having code editors up and working through it. Get more people into coding, by hand with these things. It'd be awesome. Because PH, think about how good you are with AI prompting right now. Whew, you'd be on fire. This new TTS system doesn't work in Chrome for some reason. I don't know why. That's why I've not released it. It gives us control over the pitch, the rate, the voices, so we can persist them. The ability for me to pause the TTS system, manually play everything out. And the goal is to get this active as well. Maybe like 5 things that like absolutely have to be done in order to keep scaling this up. And I go read the chat for Kick. They're quiet over there, but they watch. We need to release that. Okay. I haven't seen that all the time. Let's check that out. I'm watching that Invasion show on Apple. It's very slow burner. It's okay.
Back. Sorry, making a song.
Nice. You inspired by this sound traffic at this here stream over here? Telling you, Dark Wave.
The other
code in.
one.
They go good, man.
Smokes.
Oh.
At Agent 818 says, hey dude, how are you?
Agent 818, how are you, buddy? I'm doing alright.
Done. It's uploaded.
I wish one day I could code. One of the things I want to do the most, I want to learn Python.
A song called Love
that's
Yourself.
all you need to get going. We're actually mucking about with a bit of Python tonight. What would you like to code in Python? You looking to do games, back-end stuff, AI stuff? What are you looking for? And PH has got a song for us to check out. That's what's up.
White boy Lil Jon vibes about self-love and brushing off hate essentially.
Let's put up PH. If you could drop a MP3 file somehow, I'm checking it out on YouTube first though, but I don't have it wired up to play audio from YouTube right now. But I can play the MP3. Man, I haven't heard Lil Jon in like over a decade.
You got an iPhone?
Just shoot me an MP3 link. I could pull it.
So much work. Okay, one SEC face with tears of joy.
Alright, welcome to my world, I feel it.
Well, I want to learn Python since it's the closest to script, the coding language for Godot game engine, but script doesn't have that much learning resources, unlike Python.
That's cool. Yeah, Godot is quite a powerful.
Then translate my knowledge in Python to script.
Quite a powerful framework, especially if you're looking to get into 3D stuff, VR or AR. It's just all nicely integrated. That makes sense. It does. And also I applaud you for wanting to actually learn the language, because I realize you could just use various tools to spit out code, and you can do that when you know the language, but you're going to be in a better spot. The UI libraries and stuff with Python I've found aren't that great, but I mean, if you have a grip on the syntax, I think that's the first part. And just knowing how to push objects around and access properties and being able to iterate over them, you're halfway there. With Godot, are you looking to produce single-player games or network stuff? Because that also helps tie down what you're doing. And I think working on any sort of game is just going to make you better. If you ever go into web development, you're going to have a leg up, especially if you start digging into sockets and stuff like that. Most web developers have never used sockets. All right, this is what we're looking for, this right here. We want to pass in our local model name, so I'm going to do that here. Hi.
What learning resources would you recommend?
That's honestly a great question. And something I've been getting more of recently. I'm gonna have to come back with you with a better answer, honestly. If you can, go ahead and join my Discord. You can find it on my YouTube profile, and I will completely circle back on this because I realize there's quite a gap between people starting coding and people that are coding and figuring out what to do next. So we might even do a dedicated stream on it, honestly. Something where you can follow along even. I think we'll just do a Python intro stream. Maybe we code like a little calculator or a text-based game, something that, you know, goes over Boolean logic, conditionals, iterating over loops, and objects. You know, how to construct your data and to pull apart.
Done. I joined the Discord group.
Awesome. You're a champ. Yeah, so we'll definitely do a stream on this, and I'm happy to make it Python focused because you know, I've been coding for a while, but I've only recently been getting back into Python 3, so we'll be talking about some of the weirdness in the syntax as well, some of the things that, you know, throwed me a little bit. So I appreciate the question. You joined the Discord as well. I do it tonight, but I have a 4th interview tomorrow at a bloody company. They're actually using Python for their backend as well. And I'm losing my voice a wee bit, but I'm very glad you asked that because it helps clarify a little bit some of these follow-up streams, because, you know, the main thing I'm doing over here is developing my project, but anyway we can bring more folks into this, awesome. And I didn't go to school to learn this. Like, I learned this when I should have been focusing on other things in school, so you can definitely do it yourself. Especially just be driven, motivated, and asking questions in the first place. I think you'll be just fine given some time and resources. Right. Are we pulling the model? Yes, but it's wrong. Okay. Oh, this we probably didn't add our local language model to our schema. So let's do that now. if that fixes it. Oh, I have to restart server for schema changes. That's right. That's it. No, we can. Right. Still issues. Just using value, not. There we go.
MP3 sent. Sorry it took so long.
Alright, PH, you want me to play it now? I'm a wee bit tired, it's pretty quiet over here, but I got it all ready. Or do you want to play it tomorrow? Hopefully things are picked up a wee bit more. Your call, buddy. How do you stop yawning?
Whatever you wanna do.
Alright, no worries. We can save it for tomorrow. Hopefully I get some sleep. Last bloody interview I went into for this company, I got 2 hours sleep that night. So we'll do it then, and we'll do it at the start of the stream. And because we've done one tonight, hopefully it warmed up a wee bit.
You ain't gonna be on LOL.
Well, if you're gonna say that, I won't be, but I plan on being.
But next time.
I made it on tonight, man, and you see it, I am dead. Absolutely dead. On my feet, YouTube, bloody hell.
Hang in there.
Hopefully I'm not sick. I think I'm just severely underslept and dehydrated. We'll go from there. Alright, PH, it was good to see you, buddy. And the song's dope. I listened to it while you were getting it ready. In the headphones. But yeah, we'll play it when
Probably.
I get more than a sentence out without pausing. That sounds good. So we'll go ahead and shut this down. PH, go in and get warm, bud.
Yes, sir.
Alright, buddy. Appreciate you hopping
Sleep
on, man.
well.
Always appreciate having a song. You know that. Did make a tiny bit of progress on wiring up the UI to trigger the local language model though, so we have everything we need from the front end. We'll go from there. Alright, folks. Agent18, if you're still listening, keep an eye out. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, because we're going to do a stream.
True.
Just kind of intro to Python and JavaScript. We could double team it at the same time. Alright, folks. Appreciate it. You sleep well too, bud. Alright. Shutting it down. Now I got to pack up the camera and put washing in, but I'm just going to crash first.